What's up everybody, it's Mason, and today I'm going to be eating some pho and these two summer rolls right here. I always get these summer rolls every time I get some pho. I pretty much can't have pho without these. But anyways, let's get into these noodles and whatnot that they came with. And wow. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you all this. Hopefully it doesn't keep auto-focusing on my face, but look at that. This is my first time looking at it. I'm gonna stand up because I can't see it. It's got beef, basil, some fresh bean sprouts, bell sprouts, tripe, and meatballs, and tendon under there. And wow, I've never seen sriracha come in these little packets before. Or the hoisin sauce, that's interesting. And of course they put all the stuff on the side of the soup because you don't wanna get all that soaky and wilted while you take it home. And I actually have this bowl that I brought with me for eating. It's a nice sized bowl. But let me dump that all in there and get this prepped. So now that I got that assembled, let's just dig in, starting with a bite of a little bit of appetizer. The summer roll with the shrimp inside. I'm gonna give it a little dunk inside of the peanut sauce. I love just how refreshing these are. Actually, that's something I love about Vietnamese food in general, is that it's always full of flavor, but it always feels so fresh from all the herbs in there. You can almost never have too much Thai basil in any dish that requires it. So they gave me these chopsticks right here, and they gave me the spoon. Now, if you've ever tried to eat soup with a spoon, you know that these spoons will not cut it. So I'm gonna throw that out and use this guy right here. It's got the little ladle on the end of it that holds in the bowl. And then I'm not gonna use these chopsticks either because one of my pet peeves is when you use these like disposable chopsticks and then you taste the wood in your mouth, and yeah, that's not cool. So I got my trusty home chopsticks instead. But let's get into the soup. Oh, before that, let me take all these basils off and get that situated. I forgot to do that. And I didn't squeeze my lime either, which I have to do. So let's quickly rip this up and get that in there, mixing in with the party. All right, there's like a little salad on top now. And then give this lime a little squeeze. Actually, before I do that, I wanna just try the broth by itself. You know, you gotta try it in its most pure form before you mess with it. Okay, it's delicious, but anytime I get a lime, I use the whole lime. And that goes with any type of cuisine, Mexican food especially. If I make guacamole, I'm gonna use the whole lime. Okay, good enough. All right, and before I start messing with the hoisin sauce and sriracha and everything, I'm just gonna give this a couple bites. All the noodles are on the bottom, I gotta get to that. There we go. They all clump together on the way here. Okay. And even pho, when it's not like super fresh and straight off of the pot, it's still really good. So specifically, the pho that I got was the pho duck biet, and I think that that's just like the combination of all the different meats that they have. So tripe, tendon, flank, brisket, and even meatballs in here somewhere. Wow, they're so good. I almost don't even want to mix in any hoisin sauce. Let's just eat it like this for a little while. Then I'll mess with it. That meatball has such a good texture. It's chewy, but it's not like weird or anything. And I can never tell the difference between the different cuts of meat. Like there's this meat right here, and then there's this more brown one. I guess that's the one, it has like fat on the edges of it. I think there might be one more, but obviously, here's the tendon, and, oh no, that's the tripe, my bad. And here is the tendon. And in general, beef tendon is my favorite. It's amazing to me how in pho you can make it taste so flavorful but so clean at the same time. It's a marvel, a modern marvel. Because this little condiment sriracha, it's so interesting. And I put my sauces in my spoon, and then I give the meats and noodles a little dippy dip. So I won't actually mix this stuff into my spoon until it runs out a little bit more. So my spoon is basically out of commission, except for dipping. Now that I think about it, this one is probably the brisket. I gotta get my ratios right. Got a little bit too much hoisin sauce, or too much sriracha to hoisin sauce ratio. But yeah, going back to how pho is both clean and flavorful. On one spectrum, you got Chinese food, which is like super flavorful, but also very, not heavy, but just, all right. So Chinese food is like very flavorful, right? And then Japanese food is like very clean, but not as flavorful as Chinese food, in my opinion. And then Vietnamese food is like right in the middle there. Hope that makes sense. Wow, look at that piece of tendon. Okay, so as you can see, there's not too much on my spoon left. So now is when I'll mix it in with the soup a little bit. So it's like as you eat, the flavor of the broth evolves. Because you can always go back and put more sauce into your spoon and do it all over again. I'm not sure where or who I learned that technique from, but I do it all the time now. Yeah, it's almost like when you eat a bowl of pho and it has a lot of good fresh vegetables, it's almost like you're eating a salad or something. Not in a bad way at all. But for example, like this whole bite, there's like one little piece of meat, some soup, and then a bunch of bean sprouts and onion and jalapeno. All right, I'm gonna just finish off these veggies in here. There's like one more piece of meatball left. All right, that's pretty much the whole thing. I don't think I'm gonna drink all the soup. It's kind of overdoing it. I think it's like 9:30 right now. It was really my late night snack. But I will finish this summer roll. I neglected it the whole time. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I saved it for the end because now it can refresh my palate after having some nice hot soup with all that sauce and stuff. All right, so that was delicious. I hope you all enjoyed watching that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.